Hello, denizens of the internet. Welcome to another former network executive reaction video. Thank you all for your comments on my Amazon's Rings of Power videos. I appreciated all of you who liked my take on this controversial project from the perspective of a former network executive. It's a unique perspective that no one else out there that I know of is providing, and I just might make this into a regular feature. What do you think? So, with that in mind, I wanted to address a specific theme that popped up quite often in the comments section that was best summarized by Fotsy Gaming and Media. I hope I pronounced that right. And I quote, "So wait, all you care about is whether it succeeds? Wouldn't making an adaptation that's faithful to the source material ensure that it would be more likely to succeed?" This comment was motivated probably by something I said in both videos, that as an employee of a major network, I got to keep my job if I made the money, not if I made quality shows. I know that bent a lot of you the wrong way, but my goal with my video was to give a perspective from someone who has worked in the industry and was an executive in charge of production, and not just a keeper of the lore, which makes up most of YouTube's fan channels. I should also like to add that this is not my philosophy. It's why I left the business, but it's how most of the people in the same position work if they want to keep their jobs. Integrity is very important in Hollywood, as long as it can be purchased. So let me break down what Fotsy Gaming and Media wrote and respond. The first sentence was, "So wait, all you care about is whether it succeeds?" Yes, that is what I cared about, but not all I cared about. But there are dozens of competing interests on every project. All you see is the final product. What you don't see is dealing with the vision of the production company, the vision of the writers that's different from the production companies, the vision of the director that's different from the writers and the production company, dealing with all the egos, the talent agents that are trying to impress their agency, actors that want it written into their contract that they get to direct an episode because everyone wants to be a fucking director. Then there are the honey wagon rentals, the trailers actors and directors hole up in between takes. Who gets the biggest one and the one nearest the set? And this doesn't even take into account substance abuse. Getting back to the talent agencies, the bigger they are, the more they want to package the big talent. Writers, actors, directors, all from the same agency that they represent. This is what skyrocketed CAA into the most powerful talent agency in the mid-90s. And they'll package 2 great actors and 1 shitty actor, but you won't get the 2 great actors unless you take the shitty one also. I haven't even gotten into the production crew, the special effects companies. On top of all of that, you're dealing with all the contracts. Okay, can you picture all of that? Hold that thought in your noggin as I now reprise Fotsy Gaming and Media's second comment. Wouldn't making an adaptation that's faithful to the source material ensure that it would be more likely to succeed? Yeah, in theory. Holy crap, it's the least of my problems. I'm dealing with a never-ending shitstorm, and on top of that, I have to report to my network bosses that everything is fine. Just fine. Looking great. The fact is, one doesn't know. You don't know until it airs, especially when you're dealing with a show filled with no-names because you can't afford any stars because the licensing deal was too expensive. Did you know any of the actors at the start of Game of Thrones? Of course not. But they did start with a brother and sister fucking scene and tossing a kid out of a parapet window, crippling him, which certainly caught everybody's attention. Is Amazon's diverse adventure going to start with a bang like that? I highly doubt it. Because a show that can feature dwarves, elves, walking, talking trees, humans, hobbits, orcs, giants, trolls, just didn't seem diverse enough to a bunch of people who only see diversity as color. Though I haven't seen any clips featuring Asians, Latinos, and Nuktakut, so the diversity formula seems to have only one variable. And on top of all the above nonsense, some poor executive in charge of production tossing back cases of Pepto-Bismol laced with vodka has to take on the burden of this recent marketing PR disaster, and you're worried about making a show that sticks to the source material. Just look at the latest release of the Uncharted movie. The game was literally the storyboard for the movie, and they hired a Nathan that was too young and a Sully that wasn't old enough. And don't get me started on the live-action Cowboy Bebop. Till next time, denizens, be seeing you. Wancho, where's that Pepto-Bismol?